Hello YouTube, here again with some more content. We got a best of three, we have three games. I'm going to show all three games, even though I lose one. Playing against Living End. This list has, I decided to try Surgical Extraction since there's a lot of graveyard stuff, and then you can hopefully remove uh, like a Darcy or something, a Ragavan, or something that's important. You're going to extract it with Surgical. And just get some value out of it. And this matchup is Surgical is actually really strong. So you'll get to see how it works. I think game 2 is really short because I Surgical something and he concedes. But here, we'll start off the game. Again, I'm on Elementals. So here we go. So, mind you, I do not know what my opponent's on. Seems decent, pretty risky. I am not 100% sure I keep this, but I don't think I do. I do keep it. Because I'm on the draw, I'm hoping to draw land. And we just don't get punished. I just never like mulling. So this is when we find out that he's on Living End. Oh no, wait. He didn't Living End, so he didn't. Yeah, here he is. He's gonna cycle here. Right, this is still my turn. Cycle a card. Yep, so now we know he's on Living End. He cycles, he plays another card. I tap, I get my Triome. I think I lose here because I can't really do anything about this coming in. I'm just gonna pitch something in the graveyard to have it, so I have at least a threat. He pitches a whole bunch of shit, 4 cards. He goes off, cascades. What did I ephemerated my Solitude, put you in the graveyard, so then I have 2 creatures, and I'm able to remove 2 things at least from here. It was able. Do not know. I should have been able to eliminate 2 things, but I guess I wasn't. I must have misclicked. Must have misclicked there. He should have 2 things removed. I should have been able to. Or no, I didn't. So I Fury'd the flyer and then exiled the Arcanist. This isn't scary anymore because this is your answer for it. But if he removes this, this is scary. So then we go on the next turn. Oops, wait. We go on to the next. My turn. So we're alright still. We play the plains, I assume. Then we play the reef. Play the reef. Triggers. Kills land. Put it in, just so we. Or no, we don't put it in. Another misclick on me. Should have put that in. Should have 4 mana up. He attacks. I'm gonna block the 5 fire. And then block actually the Street Wrath just to get stuff in the graveyard again, I guess. Just and my Risen Reef, which leaves him empty with a 2/2er, which is not a big threat. He cascades here, doesn't do anything. I think I Mulldrifter here. Yeah, the Fairy and a Mulldrifter. Which the Fairy is probably one of your best cards in this matchup in the beginning. In your first round, he attacks. So we're still at 20. We're go to 16. Yep. He's at 6 cards. You untap. Get a Fury. I think we play this Fury to kill everything. The board wipe. No, we Mulldrifter. We hardcast Mulldrifter. because it can block. He puts more shit in the graveyard, which attacks. I think I block with the Muldrifter, yep. Take 2, Cascades. Doesn't get Living End. So here, what do we do here? This will be interesting. I have no idea. We put the Utopia Sprawl on. Naming Green. We Fury the board. Yep. Seems right. He gets land. I think this is point he has to. Nope, he doesn't. We draw. I think this is one I play Teferi. Nope, Utopia Sprawl. And then I play Teferi off that green source, I think. Alright. I screwed up again. Should have been white mana. I know I play Risen Reef. Another Solitude. So I'm actually in a good spot because even if he Violent Outburst here, he's going to Outburst, which he's pitching a ton of stuff. Here comes the Outburst. He doesn't, and he just takes the 6. Yep, he down to 4. That's interesting. Now he Outbursts. Cast the Living End. I exile both my all my Solitudes. Gets Risen Reef triggers, so refresh my hand, and then I don't have any targets. Land. Risen Reef sucked. Get an Omnath, which is pretty good. Now he has to do this. He has to board wipe, but again, we pitched a whole bunch of stuff. I have literally 6 cards and 1, 2, 3, 4, a whole bunch of Risen Reef triggers, 3 Solitude triggers to remove 3 things. So I'm looking pretty good here. So he triggers and a Fury. Move the Flyer. Gets replenish my hand. I think I start fearing. Lightning Bolt. Start removing with Ephemerates. I'm getting so much card advantage. He attacks. I think I block. Just block with everything that would die. In case he has another one. Keeping the Risen Reef. Everything dies but 1 Street Wrath. And I still have the Risen Reef. And I just don't want to see the Brazen Bower. I Muldrifter to get more cards. Play the Omnath, I think here. This was just a weird game. Play the Omnath, draw a card. This deck becomes kind of crazy once you have it online. Teferi, which he can't do anything now, and then he concedes because Living End can't be played now, and I'm just way ahead and have a blocker for his Street Wrath. So we did win game 1. We must lose game 2, which I think I'm gonna not show my losses from now on. But we did lose game 2, so the next one will be the next match that you'll see recorded on YouTube will be match 3, and I lost game 2, which I must have got unlucky, or I just played bad in game 2 because I did make mistakes in this one. But we eventually win this match against Living End. Hopefully you get to see Surgical work out. I also will put what I sideboard in the next YouTube video of what I put in against it, because I'll be able to look back. But again, like and subscribe to this video. I hope you enjoy the content. See you next time.